Welcome to another Mindful Monday. In the past few weeks, we've been talking about um, not allowing others or other external situations to influence us and to take back the steering wheel, take back the control over our own lives, take back responsibility, and quit allowing other people's feelings, thoughts, expectations, judgments to dictate what we choose to do or not do with our lives, and then get bitter inside about it because um, we're sort of walking on eggshells not to upset the apple cart, so to speak. Um, Instead, owning owning the situation, taking responsibility for what can be done in the situation, and sharing our own feelings, becoming vulnerable. So today, I wanted to continue to build on that because we can choose to not take the offense. We can choose to not give in and not allow someone else's feelings to, be overcast over us. We can choose to experience our own emotions and our own thoughts and our own feelings. And these are great ways of coping and learning how to exercise proper boundaries in our own lives. But what can we do further to this that will help us to not get offended or put ourselves in a position where we feel like we are the victim in the first place? This gets back down to boundaries. It comes down to having personal boundaries and taking personal responsibility for how we feel, what we want, what our expectations of a relationship is, in every capacity. So this means that we can set ourselves up and set our friends, our loved ones, our spouse, our family members, anyone we encounter, really, our teammates, for success, to have a successful relationship to us when we do this one thing, and that is communicate. Communicate. Let others know what your expectations are ahead of game. So that way there is less room for ambiguity, misunderstanding, miscommunication, because there is clear communication of what the goals are, what is expected. It does not have to be big things that are like, for example, working with your team at work or having set projects. It could be small things even at home. Since something simple as letting your child know, I would like for you to remove your shoes when you come into the home and put them here or put them away. I would like for you to hang up your coat. Or letting your spouse know, I would love to go on a date night with you on Tuesday nights. I would like to spend our time going to the movies. This way, it does not leave our spouse or our child wondering what they have missed and what our expectations are. But furthermore, it keeps us from getting upset when things don't go the way that we would love for them to go. So perhaps I'm hoping that my husband will take me out on a date on Tuesday night to the movies, because I assume that he remembers that I've always liked going to the movies. And this is something that we enjoy doing. But if I do not communicate that to him, we are setting ourselves up for failure, because he's not going to be able to deliver on what it is that I'm looking forward to. He doesn't even know that I'm expecting it. I'm going to be disappointed that he has not come through. And now I'm dealing with the sadness of feeling like maybe my husband doesn't really know me or care for me. And all these unwanted feelings can simply be eradicated by asking for what we want. A lot of miscommunication happens when we're just not clear with one another about what our expectations are and what our hopes and dreams are, because it makes us feel vulnerable, and for some reason we just assume that the other person should know us so well, when in reality we all change our minds on a daily basis and sometimes don't even know what we feel like doing. So how can we expect somebody else to be on the same vibe with us and to understand exactly what we feel like doing at any given moment? Communicate. It will save relationships. It will save you heartache. It will save you needless fighting and down days. I encourage you to pay attention to how you communicate and look for these opportunities. Face them. Take responsibility of those moments where you feel like you're out of control and you know that the situation simply would have resolved itself had you taken the time to communicate with one another. Have a great week. I'd love to hear from you. Again, as always, your topics and suggestions are welcome. You can reach out to me for one-on-one session, both online and in person, via my site Live Well with Donna. And I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great week.